Coach, we'll start with you. Opening comments after an 88-77 win over Northern Michigan here in the semis.
Well, I thought it was a tremendously heated contest. I thought they played with a great deal of energy and effort, and I thought our kids did as well. That's what you expect when you get to the semifinals. It's funny, you think about the games, you're like, man, we got to play this team, but at this point in the year, you're going to play a lot of really good teams. We're just really fortunate, really lucky to still be playing. It's a great thing for me and our coaching staff to just get an opportunity to put our suits back on and to coach these guys, especially guys like Dyllon who are down to their last game. I think, I could reminisce about this game, but I think the really cool thing about this is knowing that we get a chance to maximize the number of games we're allowed to play in a given year, and to be able to do that and have a chance to go home with another championship and to play the maximum number of games and go to the summer having a win on your last game. That doesn't happen with very many teams, and we've got an opportunity to do that.
You guys came out and Northern Michigan had a 10-2 lead, but what can you talk about staying the course? You guys didn't take your first lead until about the 9-12 mark of that first half.
Well, I've said all year long, I'm thoroughly amazed at my team, and I probably wouldn't say that 10 games into the year, but now as we're down to the very end, I'll give them a lot more credit, just because I don't know if I've ever been around a team or coached a team as an assistant or a head coach that just continues to play. And a lot of teams, when they get down, they'll buckle, they'll give in, they'll start arguing, complaining, whatever it is, just take quick shots. And we've got such a trusting team. We just don't do that. I was telling our team we shot 55% from the field, and I think it's because we trust each other. We take great shots. We're willing to pass to each other, and when you do that, good things usually happen. And it happened again tonight. You're right. We did get down to a team that was frothing at the mouth. They had to win to have a chance to go to the national tournament, and for us to stay the course, as you put it, and to be able to find a way to win in a very, very tough game. I'm very proud of our kids.
Dylan, for you, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. Again, stuff in the stat sheet here tonight, 7 of 10 from the floor. Just talk about your performance here tonight.
Coach P and I got into it a little bit. I think that fired me up a little bit at the end of the first half. Wasn't playing my best basketball defensively or offensively. So, my team keeps willing and pushing me to go harder. And, Coach P and the coaches trust me a lot. So it's all on them. So.
Yeah, Northern had a streak at the beginning and at the end of that first half. First half they shot 45%, but in the second half just 35%. What was the message at halftime about defense?
We should stay the course. We've been doing it all year. Teams have been on crazy runs against us. And, I credit my teammates a lot and the coaches for just, pushing us each and every day in practice. That's where it starts. So, that's it. That's all.
I thought, Ryan, that our defensive effort in the second half, Coach Harmon runs our defense for us. And I thought he did a really good job of working on a different type of ball screen that we haven't used for a long time, and thought that really gave him fits. I thought our 4s and our 5s both, when they got in those situations, did it to a T, and it was able to keep their little point guard out of the paint. He's one of the best players in the conference, and when we were able to do that, then all of a sudden they resorted to taking bombs and long shots, and I just thought we just did a really good job of doing what we do. We didn't do things out of the norm. We just did a really good job of doing what we do. You got refocused at halftime. I know Coach Robbie got in there and got after him a little bit. I got after Dylan a little bit, but in a loving way, because we wanted to win. It's not arguing back and forth because we're mad at each other. It's we want each other to do better, and I thought we made some adjustments at halftime, talked about a few things, and just did a better job of being us in the second half.
Talk about your taking care of the basketball, just 10 turnovers. I know at one point as I was looking at the live stats, you had about 6 with about 5 minutes to go. But how important is it to keep track of the ball?
Well, this time of the year, I think it's the most important thing. You got to get quality shots every time down the floor. It's so valuable to value the basketball and get a quality shot every time, because usually in these types of games, they're going to come down to 1, 2, 3 possession games, and so it's just so vital to get a quality shot every time. Doesn't mean you have to score it, but it just means you have to take better shots than the other team's taking. If you can turn the other team over, it leads to easy baskets and transition. And a big thing against Northern Michigan is getting your defense set. That was one of our big talks all week long when we were preparing for this team. And one of the things that makes it easier to get back is if it's a scored basket or a dead ball turnover, you can kind of live with those. When you get those live ball turnovers and they're coming at you 80 miles an hour, sometimes we can't even keep up with that kid trying to run down the floor when he's dribbling. So it's really vital for us to not have live ball turnovers, for us to only have 10 over the course of 40 minutes. And I had 3 or 4 in the last 2 minutes. I thought that was fantastic and a big reason why we were able to get a 15, 16-point lead late in the game.
Earlier in the week, we looked at some stats where you guys were shooting about 30% from 3. Well, you go 12 of 24.
Yeah.
How critical is it to make those outside shots?
Well, I think, It's critical, yet not mandatory. We've shown we've won 13, 14 games in a row, whatever it is, and we've not shot the ball well here lately. Our guys have bought into guarding and rebounding and doing the things that you can control. You can't always control if you're making shots. And like I tell our guys all the time, when we do make shots, then they'll have no chance if we continue to guard the way we've been guarding. And I'll give Dylan and Jano and Avery and some of our, our guys that have been around, our captains, older guys, a lot of credit of keep telling guys that so they keep believing in it. Like I said, we haven't shot it well here for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and we've had some really close games, but found a way by guarding people. And it's kind of fun tonight. When you make 12 threes, it makes the life a lot easier for our team.
It was only 8 minutes off the bench, but KD really came in, hits a three-pointer, scores 9 points in that 8 minutes, and even had a steal. Talk about his performance. He hasn't played for a couple of games just to step up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool in the locker room. He feels awful. They hadn't been able to play for the last 2.5, 3 weeks. And what's really funny about KD is he doesn't feel awful because KD hasn't got to play. He feels awful because he feels like he's letting the team down. And that's what you love about the kid. And I think just to have the opportunity to put him out there, because he didn't get to go out there on senior night, probably the best decision by our trainers. You don't want him to put himself in harm's way. Done a great job with his treatment stuff to get himself to where he could go out there for a few minutes tonight. And for him to make those shots, man, what a smile it puts on your face as a coach, because he's just such a valued member of what we've done. Just has a positive attitude, does everything right day in and day out. It was cool to see the entire team kind of erupt when I mentioned how many points he had and how well he played, because I know they feel really good for him as well.
Last question, Dylan. How is it important to have a big crowd? We had a great crowd here again. From what I was looking at, pretty much every seat was filled. How much do you guys feed off of that? I saw a couple times after a big dunk or a shot, you're kind of looking at the crowd to kind of get them going.
It's big. It's great when the students, the community, the staff, and faculty come out and support us. It's like our sixth man out there helping us on defense, offense, and just pumping us up to go harder and get the win. So that's it.